Hey, I just wanna have what?
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night to the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride.
Oh, don't it feel good? Hey, 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 hey. Don't it feel good?
Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch. Pop up clean room, everyday celebration. Take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off.
Working for so long, gotta keep at it.
Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, DJ.
Living my life with no regrets. Drop your voicemails, folks. 804-592-6160.
Anytime, pull up on me. We the cooler. Chill spot, party time. I just wanna have fun.
Come and pick me up.
Meet me at the spot. Up all night to the sunrise. Pop back cool. Get ready for the ride.
Don't it feel good?
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on.
Can't do Simply Ravishing this morning, folks. Can't do it.
You can call my name, I'll be around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We need a reason, Yankees. What's the reason?
Keep you safe and sound.
What's the reason? Oh, the sky is falling over Yankee Stadium, folks. Let me tell you right now. Grab your cup of cough. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the one, the only, All Rise. It is I, and I am him, your host for All Rise, Pete Simonetti. Well, everybody, hope everybody is doing wonderful, and good morning. Grab your cup of coffee if you have not, guys. We have a show to do today, and we got some things to discuss. We got a couple of pretty decent topics I want to go over. One I think is not really controversial, but yeah, no, Yankee fans very, very well. Yankee fans want immediate results, and I'm the same way. I want immediate results as a Yankee fan. But first and foremost, before we go any further, I got to say hi to this amazing chat that we have in here right now. Anthony Garcia, Hip Hop Acevedo, Medina, what's going on, my guy? Grace Monroe. I always say, guys, it's early in the morning. Let's have a little grace. Okay. Desiree Conrad. How you doing, my guy? Jocko. My guy, Jocko. Chris M. What is going on? DJ Stelio. Alex. What's going on, my guy?
El Diablo.
We have Larry Blaze in here. Kev Boogie.
Gabagool. Over here.
Over here. Nate, what's going on, my guy? Carlos, how you doing? Mike Stroh, what is going on, Mike Stroh? Francis, hide your grandmother's Lee. Dan C, what's going on, my guy? Everybody, my guy, Yo Joe. Oh, man, everybody is in the chat today. Yankees, Kyle, I see the numbers continuing to go up. We'll have more and more people join as we are getting used to the Friday hour of All Rise, as this is, I believe, I want to say this is what, the third Friday episode? I think it's the third Friday episode that we're doing of All Rise, maybe the second. I think it's the third. The memory up here, folks, is not the greatest thing in the planet. But anyway, you know how we always start the show, so I'm going to start the show the same exact way as we always do by showing you this atrocity right here. That is the New York Yankees 2023 season. The New York Yankees are at 500 flat, 70-70 on the season. They are 18 and a half games back of the division, and they have fallen to 7 games back in the wild card. Guys, it was always going to be a stretch, of course, or so to say, a miracle that the New York Yankees would even get into postseason. But what it is right now is, it is what it is, guys. The Yankees are probably not going to make it much further. As I said in my video yesterday to you guys, we will unfortunately probably be saying bye to each other much sooner than we would have liked it this year. But it is what it is because there is hope for the future. This episode might get into that a little bit, but it's really going to be some Aaron Judge comments regarding Aaron Boone. And then, yes, of course, I do want to tackle the elephant in the room, and that is, of course, Carlos Rodon and how Yankee fans feel about him and, the season that he's having this year. And everybody knows I am a big, big fan of Rodon. I wanted him then. I still want him to be a part of the team now. I still think there is hope for the future, and I will discuss why I believe that very, very soon. But first and foremost, folks, you guys already know this show is about you. There is our voicemail line. Get ready to throw your voicemails in there. We expect it to be a rather packed show as always. We got a super chat early in the morning.
Thank you for being a friend.
Pasha Noble says, how much more evidence do we need to fire Cashman? Well, I mean, there's a long running conversation here. I mean, there's many things you could point to on why Brian Cashman should not keep his job. And again, guys, if you watch my video I made yesterday, I thought it was very good. It was exciting. It was me looking at the camera and just talking, nothing popping up, just pure message to the Yankees fans. And, I mentioned that about Brian Cashman on, he's probably going to be back. I think Aaron Boone is going to be back. And maybe some powers will be limited from Brian Cashman because it does seem like, from everything I've been told, from all the reports out there now, it does seem like Hal Steinbrenner is kind of stepping up a little bit. Now, of course, I would like to see him fire both of them, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see what happens this offseason. I tell you this, it's certainly going to be an offseason for us to have a lot to talk about. That is the good thing. We got a lot to talk about this offseason. But let's get into the first voicemail. Oh, matter of fact, I'm sorry. I made a major mistake. I made a major mistake. There are 2 birthdays today that I know about, and I made a major mistake not to get this earlier. One is the ace, Garrett Cole. It is his birthday today, but that one doesn't really matter. Today is the birthday of my guy, Hector from Yanks Morning Brew. Guys, give a little round of applause. If you see Hector later today on Yanks Morning Brew, go ahead and tell him happy birthday. Happiest of happiest birthdays. I put in the Discord. I already messaged Hector. My man sent me a picture from Yankee Stadium's dugout. He's out there touring right now at Yankee Stadium for his birthday. Guy absolutely loves his New York Yankees, and I absolutely love Hector. So let's get to the first voicemail of the day. Let's get the show started. Here we go.
Hey, this is Joey from the underground, the boogie down. How you doing? Well, the question on everybody's mind seems to be, will the Yankees make it to the playoffs? Fangraphs, I believe, a couple of days ago said it was 0.3%. Hey, so 99.7%, whatever it is, they won't make it to the playoffs. Well, guess what? I asked Ric Flair if the Yankees were going to make it to the playoffs, and he said, hell yeah, because they're a bunch of limousine riding, flying, stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun. Ew! Learn to love it, bitches. Learn to love it. Ew!
This is the first voicemail of the day. We got Ric Flair coming in here. Joey from the Bronx doing his best Ric Flair. But anyway, folks, the Yankees will not make the playoffs. I'm sorry to give it to you, folks. Yankees will not likely make the playoffs, folks, and we already know that. 7 games out right now, and it is Friday the 8th. Not much games left to play, and on top of that, Aaron Boone isn't managing like they trying to get in. I think the Yankees are sitting back going, yeah, we ain't. This is over. We're not getting in. Not at all. I didn't think I said hi to my brother Dane, the great Dane of NYYU. What's going on, my guy? Let's keep the voicemails rolling. Then we're going to get into our first conversation, and we'll go from there.
What's up, Pete? It's Tyler here.
My guy.
I was trying to have hope in the Yankees, maybe that they could go on some sort of run, but after looking at tonight's game, maybe not so much. I saw Rodon pitch, and it seems like this is the situation with our whole entire pitching staff. It's Rodon had 3 good solid starts in a row, so I was hoping he would get another good one tonight. But it's the inconsistency issues with the pitching. Obviously Garrett Cole, he's the most consistent, and Clark Schmidt, you don't really know what you're going to get from him or Severino or Rodon. So it's kind of like a toss-up. And then, with our hitting, I don't really have much to say about our hitting because our hitting has gotten better with Dominguez and Wells being up here. I still don't understand why Wells isn't playing every day. This is the second straight time he's played every other day. I don't know why they put Higashioka in when Wells literally caught Rodon his last start. I guess because it was a lefty-lefty matchup, but I don't understand. But, we got the Brewers and then the Red Sox, so those are 2 big series. Obviously, we have to rely on Toronto losing, and I think Texas, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know what to expect from this team right now, but thanks, Pete. Have a great one.
Of course, my guy Tyler. I always appreciate your voicemails, man. You're always spot on your voicemails, and direct and to the point. Man. Thinking about this team making the postseason is going to be very, very tough. A lot has to go right, and we said that even when the Yankees were, on the 5-game streak. It came to an end last night. It was going to be very hard either way. It was something that we're sitting there going, hey, stranger things have happened. Unless a miracle happens, we'll see what happens. But as of right now, man, the Yankees getting in is very, very unlikely. And look, at the end of the day, do you even want the Yankees to get in? I know there's ways around maybe getting Dominguez on with injury-related stuff to guys on the 40-man roster. There's many different things you could do in baseball to make stuff work. But even at the end of the day, do you want Cole being the guy that's kind of anchoring everything and trying to push forward? I know we all deep down would want to see that just for the hell of it, but it's more than likely not going to happen. Carlos, what's going on, my guy? Let's get into the first topic of conversation today, and I'm actually going to do the big topic first. So here we go, guys. Yes, indeed, that topic of conversation is the elephant in the room, the man that was on the mound last night, and that is, of course, Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon came over to the New York Yankees, folks, and I do want to say I think the majority of fans were happy with the deal. He didn't get this. He got a great offer, no doubt about it. Not this blow away, super duper ace guy type deal, but he got a very, very nice deal from the New York Yankees. And let's be honest, he has not been the guy that we needed him to be. Not even close. We've very rarely even seen him look like the guy he was last year. We've very rarely even seen that. And we know, right? He had the chronic back issue that apparently he deals with. I think there was a forearm issue or something like that. At the end of the day, it's been injury. And look, a lot of Carlos Rodon's career has been injury. But when the guy has been on the field actually pitching, he's been fantastic. He's been really good. This year, not so much. So last night, Carlos Rodon gets dominated, absolutely destroyed. He says, I showed up and kind of pissed the bed. I got my ass whipped. Well, look, at the end of the day, we do not want to see the Carlos Rodon that is just simply getting his ass whipped every day. That is not what we signed up for. That is not what the New York Yankees need going forward into 2024. I wanted to bring this up. Let me switch on over to this screen here. And again, guys, this is, of course, StatCast. You look at these numbers, right? And you go, wow. You know, holy shit, Pete, these numbers are nice. There's a lot of red in there for Carlos Rodon. A lot of this looks really good. Pitching run value was top 97 percentile, one of the best in Major League Baseball. Fastball run value was one of the best in Major League Baseball. Breaking run value was one of the best in Major League Baseball. His overall off speed, which is that changeup he doesn't use that much, was lower. Everything else looks amazing, right? Top 79 percentile, fastball velocity, average exit velocity wasn't good. Guys did not barrel him up that well. Mid-pack and barrel up a little better than mid-pack. Walks were good. All this stuff was cute. Well, the one thing you guys missed is that this is 2022. This is 2022. This is not 2023. These are 2022's numbers. Hell, you want to go to 2021? Just as good. You look at those 2 years. 2.37 ERA in 2021. 2.88 ERA in 2022. And I see a lot of people go, well, it's because he's a two-pitch pitcher. Guys, it's not the case. That is not true. I see a lot of people say that it's not true. He has a get-me-over curveball. He doesn't have a great changeup. And he has a slider and a fastball. Is he a true 3-4 pitch guy? To the degree, no, because his breaking ball isn't phenomenal even when it's good. But it is a pitch he can utilize and get guys out with. So I wouldn't necessarily just say he's a two-pitch guy. I wouldn't say that. Even based off the numbers, I wouldn't say that. But here's what I want to do. That's 2021. Watch the numbers. Just watch the numbers. 2021. 2022 barely moves. Here's 2023. If you believe the guy that we are seeing right now for the New York Yankees is the same guy that the Yankees signed over the last 2 years, I don't know what to tell you. And again, you know, I had a friend in here yesterday. We were talking about wins and losses and things of that nature. It's not about wins and losses to develop a pitcher. There's a lot of stuff here. And look, StatCast does kind of give you all those numbers, doesn't it? And guys, I want to be frank and I want to be clear. I'm not sitting here saying that, be safe, Steels. I'm not sitting here saying that Carlos Rodon is just having bad luck. I'm not sitting here saying Carlos Rodon's going to be amazing next season. I'm not saying none of that. He has been absolute ass. No question about it. But if you believe that all of a sudden Carlos Rodon has fallen off this much and he is healthy. Again, guys, look at this. 2021. It's always a good thing to do because you can see a lot. 2022. And the death drop. Boom. There's no doubt in my mind that Carlos Rodon is playing through something. And let me tell you something about the New York Yankees, folks. What I would do, I just shut him down. I would not let Carlos Rodon take the ball again. I will look at him and I would say, Carlos, look, I completely understand. I get it. I get you want to live up to the contract. I get you want to be a dog. I understand that. I get you want the ball. I get you want to get on the mound. I understand that. He wants to pitch, folks. He wants to be out there. Hell, when he was injured early in the year, he was like, if it was a playoff series, I'd be on the mound. But it's just nagging me. There's obviously something that is bothering Rodon. I don't know what it is. I have no clue what it is. But the proof is in the pudding. The proof is simply in the pudding. There's not a lot of break on his off-speed pitches. I was saying it all game yesterday. It was as clear as day. Every off-speed pitch will stay up in the zone and barely break. And it is a problem for the New York Yankees going forward because you did sign this guy to be right behind Garrett Cole. But at the end of the day right now, I would bring him in the room and I would say, hey, look, we got to get with our doctors. We got to figure out how we figure out this back thing, whether it is just constant treatment that you're getting. Something needs to be done where we are able to try to figure this out and get you on the field and healthy for next year. It's not the same guy at all, folks. And look, if you're in the major leagues and there's a little bit of an issue and you're kind of trying to supplement that through your mechanics and location or something is just slightly off, you're not going to be the same pitcher. It's just as clear as day. And when I look at that Savant page and I go, let me get into the nitty gritty of what the problem is with Carlos Rodon. That's it. It's as clear as day. Just look at the years and the trends. Even his bad years before that. You can look at those years and the trends. Like, that's not even the same guy. That's not even the same guy. So as Dane just said in the chat, call up Warren and give him a couple of starts. I'm okay with that. I think Carlos Rodon should be shut down. Let him go home. Let him get treatment. Start to figure out a plan and let it be. And let it be. He is not the same pitcher as I said yesterday. And guys, I didn't check this yesterday. I checked it this morning. I said that's always a good way to kind of understand if a guy's just not, if his stuff is not the same. Forget the numbers, forget the wins, loss, forget all that. If his overall stuff is not the same, analytics is a good thing to look at because it does tell that part of the story. It tells you that part of the story. Not wins and losses, not things like that. That doesn't really tell you much. That just tells you that you're on a complete team. That just tells you got either a good offense or you got a really good bullpen. Or you got a bad offense and a bad bullpen. Good offense, bad bullpen. There's a lot of stuff that goes into a wins and losses, and wins and losses is not the way to understand if a starting pitcher is feeling good or is doing good overall. So that's where I am with Carlos. I am at all not giving him a pass for this year. Not at all. I am not giving him a pass. Please don't believe that I'm sitting here saying it's okay. It is not okay. Carlos Rodon must be better in 2024, and I will leave it at that. The rest of this year is done. The Yankees haven't played well overall. It is what it is. He needs to be much, much better going into next season. But let's continue on with our voicemails.
He beat Manchu King in the ring, and I gotta say that new message is off the chain, brother, yeah. And I want to give a what's up to all the savages in the underground. The winning streak ended last night as Rodon got shellacked and pulled too late from the game. But I heard he'll be okay because Boone baked him some cookies, threw on some Taylor Swift music, and blew him some kisses. Yeah. Keeping it 100, I like to leave messages and joke around in the chat. But there are some clowns out there that are being disrespectful and starting trouble, yeah. Nobody should be giving Jeter and Dane a hard time and being nasty and threatening, yeah. It reached a boiling point last night. You had to stop the game live to yell at these jabronis to stop their shit. I'm telling you now, anyone messes with Pete, you're getting elbow dropped. Yeah. I don't give a lip shit if you're straight, gay, or what gender, yeah. Go on Tinder or someplace to be a freak at night, you heard. Because this chat is the wrong place to be looking for love. Or some kind of attention, dig it. So clean up your act or take a hike, because we're here to talk about the Yankees and enjoy what's left of the season. That trash can, fish face, and bad Boone flushed down the toilet months ago. Otherwise, I love this channel. Pete and the crew are doing a great job, and I can't wait to see all you savages on the 23rd. NYYU, catch the fever. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be saved as one of the all-time great voicemails of NYYU. That is one of the all-time great voicemails ever. And guys, yeah, man, I mean, yesterday, unfortunately, I had to lose my cool a little bit. I don't like doing that, but guys, we cannot take away from what we are here for. This is a community. All right? Let's continue on. Macho King, thank you so much for that, my friend.
Hey there, Pete. It's your boy, the Trumpster. I just wanted to say that NYY Underground is my favorite network for the New York Yankees. Being from New York, I love the Yankees. And I just wanted to say that your show is the greatest of all time. There's never been anything like it. It's never been done before. It is the best that's ever been. And I just wanted to call in to say that. And don't forget to vote for me in the next election. Don't vote for that crooked, sleepy Joe Biden. Vote for the Trumpster.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the voicemail. Let's see if we get an actual voicemail. Let's see if we get an actual voicemail. Here we go. Let's try.
Good morning, NYYU. It's your grandmother's boyfriend. I know y'all happy to hear my voice this morning. I woke up on 1,000. So first things first, I just want to say, how you doing, Pete? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Anyway, listen.
How you doing?
Listen, guys. It's clear the Cupcake Cowboy is managing for 2024. All right. I think we should just ignore him and his moves from now through the rest of the year.
Yep.
Right? Or else we're just going to get frustrated, and we don't need that. We had enough. All right? Take it from Francis Lee. We've had enough. So ignore the Cupcake Cowboy and the pizza parties. We know what he's on. All right? If you were trying to win last night, you pull Rodon. That's clear. Right?
Yep.
And I wanted to shoot my man, Brett Alexander, some bail, because I know we went at him last night a little bit. So I finished with this, Brett. Maybe wins and losses aren't the thing that you should target when evaluating a starting pitcher in today's game. But quality starts is something that you should closely monitor. And quality starts are tied to how many times a starting pitcher gives his team the ability to win. Right?
Correct.
So a quality start, we know 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs or less. That's kind of tied to wins and losses, and in my opinion, that actually does matter. So I'm with you a little bit on that, Brett. Anyway, shouts out to NYYU. Love you guys all. See you soon.
I agree. That's actually a very, very good point there by France. And if you guys don't mind, please hit that like button. I'm going to throw those little likes on the screen. See that thumbs up, give it a little clicky. That is a very good point by Francis, because the one reason why, and again, guys, I'd want my ace to win 20 games every year. I would love that. I like to look at wins, losses, no doubt about it. But Francis brings up a really good point, because basically what you're doing there when you're looking at quality starts is you're leaving it up to the pitcher. Wins and losses is not always left up to the individual pitcher. It could be left up to the bullpen. It could be left up to the offense. There's many different things that can happen to affect the win-loss record. Quality starts is saying, hey, man, how did you pitch? Hey, look at you. How did you pitch? How was your games? How did you look? That is, no doubt about it, a better way of seeing it. I agree with that. Francis, Rod Thompson.
Thank you for being a friend.
Not only is this a great community, it's a future retirement community. Yeah, that's okay. Everybody can retire up in here, chill, relax, have a good time. I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire in this community, okay? I got about, 30-something years to go, but I'll retire, all right? Hopefully I get a World Series chip or two. That'll be nice.
Good morning, Pete, and to all of New York Underground. I just want to tell you, this is Alex from LA. I'm in New York now. I went to the game last night, and it was a disaster. I felt like Severino was pitching. The Yankees had no chance to win the game because of what Rodon did. It was such a disaster. I went to see the kids play, and they didn't do much, but it was good to see them, at the plate and in the field. But yep. Rodon he's going to go down as another one of Cashman's huge mistakes. You can put him up there with Ellsbury and, Stanton. The list goes on. But I just hope that what happened last night, the Yankees are back at 500, that all of us fans can forget about the playoffs this year because there wasn't much hope, but just like a fool's hope that they can go on a run and make the playoffs. The task is just too daunting and it's not going to happen. So we can just put that to rest and just focus on seeing what we get from the younger players and, look forward to 2024. Last night was a complete disaster. Rodon, I don't think he has it. He's a two-pitch pitcher that has, and his fastball is just mediocre. And he has no command, no control. So it just makes him like a bad pitcher. And his ERA, it's indicative of just how bad a year he's had.
Yep.
And I just hope he can turn it around and have a decent career. But from what I've seen so far, he just seems like an Ellsbury or a Sonny Gray or Montas, just a disaster of a deal by Cashman. And I'm going to the U.S. Open. I'm not going to go to another Yankee game.
Pretty good idea.
You have a great day, and thank you for what you do because it's like a way for us fans to speak to the world because the ownership in the front office, they don't listen to the fans. And I'm sure what you say and your point of view gets back to them. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
I appreciate that, my friend. No doubt about it. Like I said, man, Carlos Rodon is not going to get any fans right now. I mean, look, Yankee fans are Yankee fans. I said it when this show started. We do want instant gratification. Yankee fans do not want to wait, and we shouldn't wait. That's not how we are. That's not how we were bred being Yankee fans, especially if you're around my age and you lived through a dynasty. That's kind of the first baseball you saw was a dynasty. So, of course, you're going to be very, very excited, very, very happy, and you get a big free agent. You wanted to perform. Like I said again, at the end of the day, guys, the Carlos Rodon you are seeing right now is not the same guy. It's as clear as day. We'll wind it back a little bit. I'm not going to throw it on the screen again, but we'll wind it back. Look at those StatCast numbers of, pitch movement, exit velocity, spin, all that fun stuff. You could look at all of it. He's just not the same guy. Whether it is some sort of injury, I believe the Yankees should just shut him down. Get him ready for next year. Hopefully you get a full year out of him. And hopefully he bounces back, but we'll see. Let's get to the next one. And then what time do we got? 11:32. We'll get to a few more, and then I will get to the conversation around Aaron Judge wanting Aaron Boone back for 2024.
Hey, what's going on, Pete, man? Truth always. God bless you, my brother.
Guy.
Bro, this dude, Carlos Rodon, bro. This dude is super overrated, bro. I mean, super, 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 super duper overrated, bro. Yo, can this guy ever pitch? Can he ever get to the seventh inning? At least the sixth? Look at this ERA. Wow. Blowing kisses to the fans. Look at this dude. This dude is soy boy, bro. Complete soy boy. Soy milk for breakfast. Him and Aaron Boone got his pinky out drinking his little soy milk together. Man, this dude is so corny, so overrated. I mean, come on, man. Man, this guy's garbage, bro. Man, it is what it is. Everyone in the chat, what's up, man? God bless you all in Jesus' name. Take care, guys. Peace. And I want to add that God bless you, brother. I see you doing your thing, man. As far as that you continue moving, doing your thing, bro. Just as far as I think you did something with the Underground Railroad or something like
Yes.
that. You raised a lot of money.
Yep.
I caught wind of it recently. I know you did it a while ago, but I want to give you props on that, man. God bless you for
Thank
that,
you,
bro.
brother.
Sincerely, God bless you for that. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, brother. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said before, man, look, Yankee fans are going to beat up Carlos. He deserves it. You know what I mean? He hasn't pitched the way that we've expected, and Yankee fans are a bit ruthless. Yankee fans have always been ruthless. That's never going to change. It's never going to change. You know, he got to get it together. It's that simple. That's all you can say. There's nothing he can do now that is going to change anybody's mind. And I think that's the reason why the Yankees got to look at that and go, hey, look, man, there's nothing you're going to do now. I know you want to pitch. I know you want to take accountability and take the mound. I get it. But we got to have you ready for next season. Go out there, have your, conversation with the media. Go home, turn off social media. Don't worry about it. Get in shape. Let's figure out a way, whatever it is that gets you healthy and get you on the mound in spring training and get you back to what we know you could be. That's the only thing they can do right now. Continuing to send them out there, in my opinion, it's useless. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I think it's as clear as day the guy's not healthy. Don't let him go out there anymore. Let's go to this topic here. Let's switch on over. Let me close out the voicemail for a second. Switch on over here. This is from Andy Martino. Thought this was an interesting and somewhat pointed quote from Judge on coaching. Now, before I read this, Aaron Judge has come out with glaring comments regarding Aaron Boone coming back. He's the guy. He's our friend. He got our back. He's been ejected a lot because he has our back. He makes us get along together. We make cupcakes. We sit down and sing Kumbaya songs together. We love this guy. Thought this was an interesting and somewhat pointed quote from Judge on coaching. It's not all about numbers. It's not all about what happens on a computer screen. It's about watching the game, reading the game, having fun with the game. Well, Aaron Judge sounds a lot like what I've been saying. It is more than okay to have fun. It is more than okay to smile, to laugh, and have a good time. All that stuff is okay with a manager. You should have fun winning. But the problem with the Yankees is what Judge just said right there. And the other thing for Judge that I see and I look at is I would go, well, Aaron, if that's the case, Boone's been the manager. So I completely understand Aaron Judge, or no player, folks, is going to come out and go, hey, Aaron, do you want your current manager to come back next year? You're very rarely going to find a player that goes, nah, no way, man. Nah, this guy should not come back. He's not good. I'm sick and tired of the bake-offs after losses. I don't like it. I want to go home with my family. I got a wife at home. I don't want to do the bake-offs. I don't want to do what. Nobody's going to say that. So I don't really regard Judge's comments and going, hey, the guy's good. I want him back. I don't look at that too much. It is what it is. That's probably going to be what is said. At the end of the day, it is up to the front office. Hell, Derek Jeter came out there and was like, I don't want Joe Torre to leave. Joe Torre should be our manager. And Joe Torre got canned. Obviously, it was a different owner. We understand that. But I believe Boone does come back. I said that in my video yesterday. I don't think the Yankees will let him go. I think Boone will be back next year. I think he will play out his last year of his contract. And at the end of the day, if they don't perform and they don't do as expected next year, it's just going to be this. Bye-bye. Contract's up. See you later. That way we don't got to fire. We don't got to do none of that. It is just adios. See you later. Here's again what I will pay close attention to, folks. I said it in my video yesterday. If you missed it, I will say it again. Pay close attention to who the Yankees bench coach is next year. I believe the Yankees are going to look for a veteran manager. Hell, it was in an article I read recently that said Aaron Boone could be a great manager. But there's a lot of people in the organization that very much worry about the moves he makes and how he makes them. And they feel he needs a stronger supporting staff. Guys, it is going on 5+ years of people saying this guy needs a stronger supporting staff. 5 years of people going, Aaron Boone needs more support. Aaron Boone is a man. I understand sometimes you need somebody to go, bro, this is the way you should. I get that. Right on track. 5 years, though. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Multiple coaching staffs. What are you waiting for? Aaron Judge is also sitting here saying the analytic bullshit got to go out the window. Enough is enough. This whole computer screen number jumbo bullshit has nothing to do with the feel of the game. But then again, I would ask Aaron Judge, Boone is a baseball guy, bro. Why doesn't he handle the feel of the game, Aaron? Is he being forced? Because I know I said it a million times. If I'm being forced in a job, not doing something I want to do in a team I love, I can't do it. I got too much pride for that. And maybe Aaron Boone is just happy being the Yankee manager. Maybe that's all there is. Maybe that's all there is to it. He is just happy to be the manager of the New York Yankees. That could very well be the case. But DJ LeMahieu has come out and said it. Aaron Judge and all the guys, the same thing you hear. The same thing you hear, folks, is he's our friend. We like playing for him. Everyone gets along great. That is the conversation you hear around Aaron Boone, guys. And again, a lot of times in any type of work environment, when you're a supervisor, a manager, a regional man, whatever it might be in any aspect of work, you must separate friendship and business. You must. Because let me tell you guys this. As you become friends with people, it's hard to say, hey, bro, can't be done that way. Can't do it. Friends see criticism a little differently. You got to explain that. Positive reinforcement. You're doing this great. We got to get you doing this better. It makes managing much more difficult than instead of you just being a manager. Having a good time is okay, but you gotta be able to lay the law down when it needs to happen. This is why I don't like the idea of Boone continuing on. He's had 5 years to readjust. One of the biggest flaws on this team, accountability. People ask me all the time, Pete, how do you know? I watch every single game. It is as clear as day. I watch every single game, every single pitch, and it is as clear as day. If you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I do not have any idea what to tell you if you don't see it. But it is as clear as day, folks. Clear as day. The New York Yankees have an accountability problem. They have a serious accountability issue. You can't all of a sudden next year now come in and go, all right, guys, listen up. I don't care what your salary is. I don't care what the back of your baseball card shows. I don't care your tenure with this club. None of that matters, folks. If you are not playing well, you will not play. We are expected to win the World Series this year. We will go on that field with the expectation that we will indeed play to win every single game. It is going to look very weird for Boone to do that now because you haven't done it for 5 years, bro. We all been here. So I think you probably need a change. You need a new face coming in. But we'll see what happens. Let's continue on with the voicemails, folks.
Damn, bro. A 20-second intro.
Thank you for calling into
Come on, Steels. Get to the point, you asshole.
NYYU morning show. That's what it should have been. But anyways, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's DJ Steels, the one and only. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the Yankees are not going to the playoffs. I don't know how many times we're going to have to keep saying it, or I'm going to have to keep saying it. The Yankees are not going to the playoffs. We don't need that. I don't need that. It would be nice if they had a better record, but the fact that they're in 500 on what day today? September 8th. Bro, no, I'm good. I'd rather just focus on next year. I can't believe that LI is passing all his stupidityness on us and is having an effect on me, bro. I don't even know how else to put it. But nah, I can't see them going to the playoffs at all. Fuck this team. Anyways, how you doing? Peace.
Appreciate it, brother. No doubt about it. I'm there with you on that. I don't know how they get in, and I don't expect them to get in. I don't think people even want them to get in, to be quite honest with you. Let me refresh 1 second, guys. Let me refresh the voice emailies here. Here we go.
P, excuse me. P, good morning. How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Look, man, unlike Stanton, that I was happy when we got him. I understood when we got him. You know, I was never too happy with Rodon. You know, looking at the numbers from 2015 to 2020, you know, the guy was pretty much ass. He had 2 back-to-back good seasons, and the Yankees feel like we're going to give him a Sabathia contract. You know, I personally don't think it's going to work out. I think he's going to go on the DL at least one time each year of his career.
Yeah, could.
But
likely.
Let's see what happens, man. Thank you for what you do. Have a good day.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, like I said, man, hey, look, at the end of the day, to prove it in New York, you got to do it. And that's all there is about Rodon right now. You got to prove it. You got to go out there and you got to actually get on the mound and show you can do it. It's that simple.
Hey, Pete, it's Fast Eddie.
Oh.
How you doing, brother? I don't know why everybody, all you callers are crestfallen today. As if the Yankees, they won a few games in a row. Like that meant something. I mean, we're not making the playoffs. The team still stinks. It's nice to see the kids, you know, energize us a little bit, and it gives us hope for 24. But we're a shitty team. And what's happening, Rodon, I have no idea. Maybe you can explain that one to me. I think he may still be hurt. I don't know. But,
100%.
yeah, we're not going to make the playoffs. It's that simple. So I hope everybody, you know, doesn't have a heart attack, you know, thinking that we're going to make it, you know, because we're not, my friend. So, I don't know. Listen, I hope you have a good day, all right? You take care. Bye.
I appreciate you, Fast Eddie. You know, we always love your call, your voicemails, and it's just as you start doing shows, you know, and regular people are on, it's nice. It's nice to hear from you. And Fast Eddie is also now in our chats. I love seeing him pop up during Game Season Live. It's awesome. But again, man, this community is unbelievable. And yeah, I mean, it sucks about the Yankees, man. I said it in my video yesterday when I had a message to Yankee fans. And, you know, we all want to get in the playoffs. We all even want that chance. Even if there was that slight chance of hope to get in, all of us would be like, hey, let's just try and see what happens. Even if we know we suck. Even if we know the team is garbage, we all love the team so much that they want to win. I had somebody talk to me yesterday. He said, Pete, look, if Boone comes back, are you going to support that move? And I said flat out, look, I will not like the move, but I'm a Yankee fan first. And yes, I will come out there out the gate saying, I need this team to win. The same shit I said last year. I just hope Boone has learned his lesson and this and that. And is that going to be the case? Maybe not. Maybe Boone will be the same shit and he'll be the problem next year. We don't know. But I tell you guys this. You cut my arm open, Yankee Blue comes out. I am born, bred, and I will die loving the New York Yankees. I'll call every game if the Yankees are a below 500 team the next 10 years. I'll be out there doing what I do at NYYU and every single thing that I can do to fight the narrative and get this team back to their past glory. Because that's what I was raised with. It's that simple. NYYU is not just about the Yankees winning a chip. It's about the Yankees. It's about the fact that we have lost the killer mindset. We have lost the idea of who we are. And NYYU will not allow that. We will not allow that. We are building a strong community. This is not just a YouTube channel. I've been saying that forever. We are building something special here. And folks, it is a movement. And this movement is only growing every day. So we got to hold the Yankees' feet to the fire. We got to get them to remember who they are. And hell, maybe Hal Steinbrenner is stepping up a little bit. Maybe he said, you know what, Cash? You're not making no deals. Leave it alone. I want the young kids up. That is it. Maybe that is what happened. That's what I was told happened. Now the news is coming out more that is what happened. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get a little bit of help. Maybe, just maybe, Hal Steinbrenner will be involved a little more. Or simply go, guys, like I said earlier in the year, remember? Maybe the shit gets so high that Hal Steinbrenner goes, hey, I ain't staying down here no more. Get me out of here. And with that being said, he goes, hey, even if you're going to stay as the GM, you're not the only person making moves anymore. You're not putting your own team together. I'm getting involved in what that team looks like. And we'll go from there. You never know. Sometimes, even if you don't care, but you're the manager, and you're like, you know what? I don't care. Sometimes the problem gets to you, and you got to go to yourself. I'm not dealing with the problem anymore. I'm not the problem. I'm putting my money up. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You guys are now the problem. So now I got to step in because I'm not going to get booed every time I show my face at Yankee Stadium. I'm paying $290 million. Fuck you. You're spending my money. So now we have a problem. At some point, I don't care how close you are. At some point, you got to look at it and go, you have done me wrong and the organization wrong. Enough. And maybe we're going to get that. Maybe we'll get that.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Pete? Hey.
Eric!
Hopefully things get better. Once again, last night was just not their night. I'm beginning to think that something is clearly wrong with Carlos Rodon.
Hell yeah.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you. And Eric, hope your Mariners continue to play well, my friend. Hope your Mariners continue to play well.
Hey, Pete, truth always again. I have to add to what you were saying, man. I mean, I can picture Aaron Boone walking up to the umpire having an argument with an apron on, talking about he got bullied. Dude's baking cakes, too? Yo, think about it. We're talking about how soft the Yankee manager is. Think about that. Really just close your eyes and think about that. Dude is super soft. And now Aaron Judge finally, putting his pants on, finally, saying what he feels about the analytics. Dude, eye test, trust the eye test. What happened to the eye test? The Yankees were known for that, man. If they were trusting analytics back then, Jeter would have never made the Yankees. Jeter would have never made the roster to play with the Yankees. Think about that. And look, we all know who Derek Jeter is, dude is super captain. You know what I mean? So always, number one shortstop ever in the Yankees. So just think about that, man. Trust the eye test, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, just trust the eye test. I mean, what happens? Analytics is good, like you said. It's good for certain things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I'm an old school New Yorker. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird, man. And I want to give a shout out to the people that put up that Trump flag out there representing Trump 2020-24. You know what I mean? Trump 24, Trump 2024. Yeah, you know what I mean. I know some people will get upset. Hey, I love y'all, but Trump 24, baby.
Thank you, Truth Always. I greatly, greatly appreciate it, guys. And like I always say, we on the side here, we're gonna avoid politics all year, but you guys have free to have fun with what you want. Unless anything gets a little too crazy, we're not gonna have it. But enjoy yourselves in the chat, guys, as much as you can. We do just try to, limit it a little bit, but enjoy yourselves however you guys like. Again, the last couple of days, we did have some crazy back and forth that we had to put an end to. Hopefully we don't got to keep doing that. But Truth Always, I always appreciate you, my friend. I want to show you guys something. I forgot to pull this up in my videos today, but Truth Always brought something up. He talked about the analytics, right? Well, look, who better to ask than this man right here? Listen to Alex Rodriguez. I'm going to read the question that somebody asked him. I think this might be TikTok. It's amazing how many people think batting average doesn't matter when it absolutely does. All right? Here, listen to A-Rod, folks.
I completely agree with this. First of all, numbers don't lie. The best batting average in baseball right now is the best team, the Atlanta Braves. The worst average is the Oakland A's. So, of course, there's a correlation. Batting average matters. It did 100 years ago, 50 years ago, and it does today.
How many other people do you got to hear this from, folks? And I'm just being honest with you for a second. And I don't like to rant on these things because when you rant on these things, people automatically assume that you hate analytics. I do not hate analytics. Analytics are fine. Analytics are okay. There's nothing wrong with analytics. But to sit there and just go, average gotta go. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Folks, you have had Derek Jeter talk about this. David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez. I'm just going to stop right there. You have some of the greatest ball players of all time telling you, folks, of course, where are we? Derek Jeter, what has changed the game? Analytics. It's too much analytics. Guys, people got mad at me on Twitter when I said the majority of these guys never played professional baseball. And they go, yeah, but that's not a problem. Folks, imagine you doing your job every single day for 20 years. And a guy walks in on day one and goes, well, based off what I've read in training class, you're doing this, and that wrong, and that doesn't matter. You would sit there and go, how many years you been doing this? Today's day one. Shut the fuck up. Go outside. Go outside.
Put him in a fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Nothing wrong with having a group of people who never played baseball. Folks, baseball is America's game. You can have anybody in there. Not everybody gets to play professional ball. That is fine. You're going to have people involved in the game who's never played. But when it comes to something as big on what enters the clubhouse, there has to be a filter. And I'm sorry to tell you, but the guys delivering the message has to be people like A-Rod, like Sean Casey, who can sit there and go, give me the numbers. Yeah, forget that one. Yeah, forget that one. Okay, that's a big difference. Let me write that down. Send me that one. Forget that one. Send me that one. Forget those other ones. Okay, that's all I need. And goes to the room and goes, guys, look. Here's what we've seen over your last 100 bats. And they can actually break it down. And that player is now looking at Sean Casey and going, I better listen up because this is a career 300 hitter. Sean Casey was one of the best contact hitters in baseball. He was along the lines of those guys that analytics would not like today. Not enough power. Not enough launch angle. For such a big guy, has he not hitting homers? He was a contact first hitter. And it makes it a lot easier for a player to listen to a guy who's been there and done that. It's that simple, man. They've been here and they've done it before. It's that simple. I had a great conversation with Kevin Kernan. Kevin Kernan worked for the New York Post for over 30 years. He's been around these guys forever. He is a baseball lifer. He would tell me that you would see the nerds sitting in a dugout. During the whole game, they would never look up and look at the field. They're on the computer the entire game. Kernan will walk over to him and go, but do you ever watch the game? And the guy was like, no, I don't need to. But you're providing information to make these teams better, but you never actually watch and observe the game. Mike Fishman, the most things he's ever done in a baseball game is maybe hold a bat that was around the dugout or something. There is a video I saw, I think it was at the winter meetings, when Mike Fishman talks about baseball. And you would hear it and go, what the fuck did I just watch? It is so insane. You would say, this is the guy that people are trusting to give information? He can go have his nerds, but it needs to be filtered. It needs to be filtered by what gets in the locker room. Guys, we are 10 likes away from 100. Hit that like button for me. But I'm so happy to see people like Derek Jeter, like Alex Rodriguez, like David Ortiz, like Frank Thomas, not back away from what is going on in Major League Baseball, because I do believe it is making a difference. You're starting to see older guys that been there and done that get back into the game. And that is very, very important. It's very important to see these guys back in the game. And I hope that the New York Yankees understand that. And I do believe they're getting there, but they had to have this year. And that sucks because the Yankees couldn't learn the proper way. They had to have a year where they're going to miss the postseason and potentially finish at 500, under 500, or slightly above it. Unfortunately, that has now become the way of the New York Yankees. Guys, I've been giving the warning signs year after year after year. And do I take gratification that the majority of the fan base is now behind the message I've been pushing since 2019? Yeah, I take a little bit of gratification in that. It's nice that people are coming around to what we've been saying for a while. It's nice. But all the little things that people don't tend to pick up, I've picked up. Aaron Boone's comments, I kind of feel like it was bullying. Folks, you got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Brian Cashman's end of the year statements, the conversations in the postseason, the quotes from the players, the lackadaisical play on the field, the zero accountability. That is not winning. Go listen to David Goggins for 2 seconds. And I say that as a joke, but also not a joke. Winning takes hard work. Winning takes effort. Winning takes somebody looking at you going, you're not doing it right. Get up out there and go play. You don't do it again, you sit. Winning takes all of that. And the Yankees are missing a major, major part of winning. Accountability. And Aaron Boone has proven year in, year out, he's not the guy. Can he change it? Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do that after 5 seasons.
Thank you for being a friend.
Victor Epic Warrior, my guy, says everyone always says OPS and on-base percentage is more important than batting average and RBIs. Analytics is why we traded for Donaldson and Gallo. It has to go. No question about it. And look, I love OPS. I love on-base percentage. It's all part of a story. But guess what? With a higher average, got a better chance of having better both. Let's simplify the conversation. You have a better chance of having a higher OPS and an OBS by having a higher AVG. Like A-Rod said, it is not a coincidence that the best teams in Major League Baseball have the highest average. The Atlanta Braves are the best team in baseball. Nobody would deny that. They definitely are. They beat the ever-loving shit at the Yankees, and they made it look easy. The Yankees don't have high averages. Maybe with the kids next year, they will. Maybe with a couple of additions, they will. Maybe they get Yamamoto, and they're good. And we got something to be excited for in 2024. But so far, folks, it has not been it. It has just not been it. Brett Alexander, spot on. Spot on. There are a lot of numbers out there, folks, and all of them are useful to a degree. I had somebody tell me one day, Pete, I'd rather have 9 Joey Gallos than 9 DJ LeMayus. This is when DJ LeMayu was an MVP candidate. And I looked at that person and said, you are batshit crazy. You are batshit crazy. You rather have a 220, 205, 208 hitter that's going to pop you maybe 30 homers and strike out the majority of his ABs. Maybe walk every now and then. Then a guy that hits 300 plus, has a 360, 370 on base percentage, and can still pop, still have a slugger percentage over 400. Give me 9 of those guys every single day of the week. Sean Casey is not a fan of analytics. He said it multiple times. He said what I've been saying. It's part of the story. But not all of that needs to go to the players every single day. It's got to be filtered. It must be filtered. And hopefully Casey could be that guy. And maybe Boone and Casey is a good match. Maybe now you add a veteran leader in there with a Boone and a Casey. I don't know who it is, but maybe a past manager, maybe a guy that's coached for many years, and he becomes a bench coach with the Yankees that is like a promotion. And maybe now you're on to something. Maybe now you're seeing something. And you go, okay, maybe I can get behind this. Maybe I can get behind this. Maybe I can give Boone another year and go, maybe with the right people and to filter away the analytics out of the room. Maybe I can breathe a little bit with this. And maybe he feels he has more support to tell his players that can't happen. Maybe. Just maybe. That might be hoping a lot. But I am willing to hope a lot for my New York Yankees. With that being said, guys, please hit the like button before you leave. And on top of that, guys, do me a major favor. September 23rd is about 2 weeks away. We are taking over the Audi Club. We got 6 tickets remaining. I'm going to leave you guys with the event of last year's event. This year's event, of course, coming up, not last year's event, April's event that we were in. September's event is here in 2 weeks. I can't wait for it, guys. I will see you then. Peace out. Have a great day.
Ain't no competition. But if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you wanna test to look like you could close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back, let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one in front of me, you is a ghost, you ain't